Hi, hello. Um, it's a new month, it's June of 2023, and we are all up on new month, new start, new beginnings, a new season, and it is. And I just felt very led to encourage somebody to dream again. Oh, it's a very, it's something that's very close to my heart because at a point in my life, I stopped dreaming. And what was so hard about it is that my dreams never died, they didn't fade away, they were always there. But I'm the one that decided no, I pushed them back to the furthest back at my mind. I told myself that I don't like things. Yeah, I'm even I'm even shaking. I can't speak properly because something that's very close to my heart. But like I said, I want to encourage somebody to just dream again. Remember the things that you dreamed about before circumstances, before life happened, before somebody said something, before somebody did something. When you were in your purest form and you knew and believed that this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm good at, this is what I want to do, this is what I enjoy, this is what I love, this is what I like. Go back to that. You owe yourself that much, that tiny bit of going back to your dreams. You owe yourself that one thing. And in today's culture, there's always this purpose thing. And it almost makes you feel like, you want to ask God, God, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing? There was a season in my life, and I hope I'm able to articulate myself properly. There was a season in my life where I felt like I was in between places. I feel like I was shedding. I was becoming a new person. I was in the in between of the new me and the old me, and in between, I didn't know who I was in that space. I didn't know what to do, and the advice that the Holy Spirit gave me was do the things that you love, do the things that you enjoy, do the things that you're good at, do the things that you're gifted at. Go back to your dreams. You know your dreams, you've always known them. Just take a hold of them, embrace them. And for me, I've always dreamed of being a writer, I've always dreamed of being a singer, I've always dreamed of being a business person. Top three. Yeah. And those are the that's a time when I started listening to music again. I used to tell myself that I don't like noise, so that I wouldn't have to listen to music because I knew how much I loved music. But because I had stopped dreaming about music, I told myself that I do not like sound in my ears. It's irritating, but that was not really me. That was the chokehold that was on my dream, and it made me believe that I don't like noise. And so I wouldn't listen to music unless I needed to, or somebody sent me a song, or I heard a song somewhere, and I would never intentionally sit down and listen to music. And I started to do that. I would just listen to a whole album or a playlist, a nice playlist. I'll put a nice playlist for myself of songs that I like, and I'll just listen to them. And slowly, I'd even stopped singing, and slowly I started singing along. I find myself now just singing out of nowhere, and I'm not holding back. It's a process, because now I'm coming back to myself in terms of singing, and obviously it's hard because it's things that I've believed about my voice. I've told myself, oh, I don't like the sound of my voice. I don't like the sound of my singing voice. It sounds weird. I don't like the way it sounds, but I'm getting there. I'm dreaming again, basically. And when I think about why did I stop dreaming, when it comes to writing, I don't really know why I stopped. But I think the culmination of everything that has happened in my life, led me to also neglecting that, you know. And so when I think about, firstly, like I've always been a business minded girl. Like when I was a kid, I was always selling something. I was always doing, I remember I was doing people's hair and they would pay me 2 rand, you know, back in the early 2000s. I'd do people's hair and but they would pay me. And I was selling sweets at school. And it was not allowed, but I would find a way and I would sell sweets and I'd go restock, you know. And I remember, so I was living in a township, and then my father, we had a house in the village back home, is Lalin. And so back home, I would do some small businesses over the school holidays because that's when we went home. So in the summer, I would sell ice cream and is that, I don't know what you call that in English, but you basically just freeze juice in an ice in a plastic. You freeze the juice in a plastic, and then it's just ice with flavor basically. It's red. It's red about yasazi. So I would sell ice cream and I would sell is red. At a point I was selling popcorns, right? I would just buy the imbo, the packet of corn, do the popcorns at home, and I would be selling it for like 1 rand, 1 rand 50, and people were coming to buy my popcorn. People were coming to buy my ice cream. I was running out of cones. I would put the ice cream in cups, you know. And my biggest business was airtime. I was selling airtime at home during the school holidays, and it became like an all year round business when I was not at home in the village. Um, I think there was somebody that I would ask that would sell the airtime for me, and I was selling airtime, and I was making money. I was so happy. And for me, you know, at that time, it was not really about the money. I just really enjoyed that whole thing of I'm selling something, I'm doing this. That's what I really enjoyed. And so I remember then I went to boarding school, and I left my airtime business to my aunt back home. She was the helper at home. So she was staying at home with my younger brother and my mom and my dad. And when we eventually all went to boarding school, she was staying with my parents. So I left my business to her. And so she would sell the airtime, restock, you know, call her, how much profit do we have? How much money do we have? And I was always on par with how much money we have in the business. And then in my matric year, I don't want to tell the story. But in matric, we're going to get matric jackets, right? And I don't remember how much they cost, but I was like, I have that money. And I was also excited about it because I knew that getting the money out of my parents to buy a matric jacket would not be an easy thing. So I was excited by the fact that I have my own money and I can get this jacket myself. I don't have to ask anyone. I'll just go to my profits and take the money that I need and buy this matric jacket. So school's closed for a bit. We go home for school holiday. And I go to Sissy. I'm like, oh, Sissy, I want to take some money from the profits. I want to buy my matric jacket. And she's like, oh, girl, your dad took your money and he said he's going to pay it back, and he hasn't paid it back. And I don't know. But everything in me like just drained, and I was like, what's the point? You know, if the one person that is supposed to actually encourage me in this part is the one that is basically breaking it down, then why should I? You know, that was a big discouragement moment for me. And I never did anything business after that. I was gutted. And I had thought that I'd go to university, I'll find a way else. My dream was I'll go to university and I'll start a hair salon while still in school. And you know, that's the energy I had, but it was all sucked out of me. And that dream sort of took a big seat because I felt like, what's the point? I felt discouraged, I felt betrayed, I felt disrespected, and I let my dream basically sort of like fade away. You know, that's what happened with that dream, and it's something that I'm picking up again now. And I realized how much joy it brought me, how much fulfillment it brought me to be able to do something in an entrepreneurial way. It just does something for me. So, and I'm saying this story because I want to point out that sometimes the things that happen along the way that make you stop dreaming or make you stop focusing on your dreams or make you feel like your dreams are not important or they are worthless or they are nothing big, you know. So, but and also another thing that I wanted to highlight is that for me to be able to get back up again and say, okay, I'm entrepreneurial. I've always known it. My mother always used to tell me, hey, I'm business when and now I believe it again. Um, I'm getting back on that horse again. And one of the things that is key that I've realized that is important for dreaming again is having somebody that is an encouraging force in your life. And for me, that has been my husband. You know, sometimes in your life, there's always that one person that knows that when you're good at this, you should do this. You're very good at it, and you always dismiss them, and you're always like, because you have not yet believed in yourself. You have not come to a point where you're like, yes, I am good at this, and you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I know when you've been discouraged before, when you've been betrayed before, when you've failed before, it's almost like I don't want to do that again. But I think that one of the things that is important for dreaming again is having somebody, an actual representation of encouragement and exaltation, and you can do it. Someone who represents that you can do it. Just try. What do you need? I'll help you. Someone who's just gonna push you, just give you a nudge over the edge, and then you'll start again and you'll realize that, yeah, I was meant for this. This is who I am. I forgot about it for a while, but now, baby, I'm back. I am on top of my dream and I'm not chasing it. It's not chasing me. I am in sync. I'm in alignment with what I've always dreamed about. And so, yeah, I hope. I feel like I was rambling, but I hope that what I've said has made sense to you. And this is the beginning of the second half of the year, and sometimes it feels like the year is going by, you haven't done anything, you haven't achieved anything, and it's like, what's the point of doing anything? Maybe you want to start something new, or you want to go back to something that you know that you should be doing, and you feel like, just start, just start. Like I said, with me, with music, I just started just listening to music, and I started singing along, and then now I'm able to sing, and I'm learning the whole thing of harmonizing and finding keys and hearing sounds and all of that, bit by bit, bit by bit. But what's very important is for you to believe in yourself again and believe in your dream. Your dream matters. Your dream is important. Your dream deserves a space in the world. It has a space in the world that is just for it to just shine and grow and be. And only you can take it out into the world. So believe in yourself. Believe in your dream. And I hope that you have somebody in your life that is going to encourage you, because you cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. In as much as the dream is yours, sometimes you need help to get up, you need help to keep going, you need help to stay on it, because there's a lot of discouraging things that happen as well. So dream again. Believe in yourself, believe in your dream. You matter, your dream matters, your dream is important, your dream has a place in the world. You have a place in the world. So, yeah, dream again.